Hello, Craig here again. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I've had some issues kept me away. I was concerned about the privacy stuff for a while, so I took down all my videos. Just recently I decided to put them back up, only to discover that they were gone out of my computer. I don't know what happened to them, but I still did have a lot of the raw footage, so I re-edited it, put them back up as best I could. You'll notice that I put the dates that they were originally filmed on each of the videos, to give an idea of the sequence here. But I'm still gardening. I'm still playing with solar power, off and on. And nothing new other than that. I'll give you a quick tour of my garden, and we'll go from there. Recently bought some more grape plants. Got them potted. They seem to be doing well. My grape plants from last year, I guess they're died. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just dormant. We'll give them a chance. Transplanted some lettuce and spinach that I grew from seed there, and some more broccoli in there also. Got one tomato plant. I don't do well with tomato plants here. They seem to die early. I jokingly refer to them as my $50 tomato. Spend $50 on getting stuff ready and then get one tomato off of it. Birds get the rest. Then the plant dies. Anyway, I've done an experiment with growing potatoes this winter. I'm growing potatoes from those potato chits with just a little bit of meat on them. And this is one bed I planted a month or so ago, 2 months ago. The ones closest to me are the oldest ones, and the ones further away are newer. Looks like the ones closest to me are dying off, so they might be harvested soon. But I don't have any, never did have any flowers on them, so I don't know. And then I've got several pots of potato plants here that I've planted those chits in. There's another one, and of course another one. Here's another bed, partial bed of potatoes from the chits. You see it's doing okay. And of course I've got some broccoli planted. And broccoli seems to do really well here. It's one of the few things that does well. And here's some more mature broccoli that I planted much earlier. You see it's not doing too bad. But this one head over here, it's ready to harvest. Nice thing about broccoli is you can cut it and it'll come back on it again in time. You get little side shoots. Here's a squash plant that I planted inside and then transplanted outside. I tried a total of 8 squash plant seeds, 5 of which I've transplanted out already, and they died because it was just too cold for them. This one seems to be holding. It's February 10th, 2021, and it's not doing well, but it's flowering. It seems to be holding its own. Got 2 more inside to bring out. Here's a closer look at that head of broccoli. You can see by my hand. Yeah, it's a decent size. So I'll be harvesting that today. Then I have several others in here that will be need to harvest them soon. Here I've got some radishes and carrots. Radishes are harvestable now. I'll get in here and pull all these, at least the ones that are big enough. And over there I've got some carrots. Everything's matted down now because I just watered it. This bed over here is another bed of potatoes, and I planted the whole potato with these. They were shriveling up, going bad, so I just put them in the ground. It's probably back in November, and they're dying back now. Over here, got a stand of peas. That's not too bad. They seem to be doing okay. I'm getting a fair number of peas. Not as many as I would like, but enough to make a meal out of occasionally. Here's another bed of potatoes. This is my most recent transplants from the little plants growing from the chits that I planted indoors, started indoors. And I've got some broccoli over there, some fresh broccoli and or new broccoli. And then I got that old broccoli over there, right there. I made it through the summer and winter. Now it's got those fine little sprigs on it, which I'm going to cut that plant back and see if we can't get another decent head of broccoli out of it. Here's some rosemary, and between the weeds and the volunteer lettuce that came up, you can actually see the rosemary. I did have some basil over there, but it died. I guess it got too cold. Back here I've got a stand of peas, and I'm going to put a trellis on this framework here so they can climb up. This is also my asparagus bed. Done this before. It doesn't seem to have any ill effect on the asparagus or the peas, so it's worth a try. I'm among my pea plants now, and I'm looking to see what I can harvest. You can see here there's some that I missed earlier. I thought I had them all picked, but they do like to hide. You can see right over here, in there, that one right there. There's another one right there. And I'm sure there's others in here. So far I found about 6 that I missed on my first trip through. So if you're new to growing these sweet peas, snap peas, sugar peas, whatever you want to call them, you might want to take a few minutes and go back over what you've previously picked to see if you've missed any. I know I frequently miss some because of the way they hide. If they're at an angle like this among the greens, you generally can't see them. Only can see them when they're flat like that. At least that's for me. But hell, my wife has told me I'm half blind anyway, so maybe she's right. This is the broccoli I was telling you about. Made it through last year. It needs to be cut back. Maybe I can get another head of broccoli out of it. This pea plant right here, I grew from 1 seed out of 36. I had a package dated from 2006 that had 36 seeds in them. Sprouting them in wet paper towels, I ended up with 6 sprouts. I planted them around this trellis, and only one of which took. So, well, it's not a great success. At least there's something of value out of those 36 seeds. So if push comes to shove, and the shift really does happen, it might be advisable to save all the seeds you have and just see if they'll grow, because when you're hungry, you don't really care where your food comes from as long as you get it. All that looking around, and I still missed 2 plants. Or pods, I should say. Of course, I would drop one. This is my harvest. These are just the radishes I came up with that were ready to pull. Not many, but some. These peas right here are the ones that I missed on the first go-around trying to pick them. I told you about the ones, if you leave them on the plant too long, they get to be thicker and the peas actually grow to be nice round little peas. Well, they're still edible. They're not quite as tender, but you can put them in a stir fry, cut them up, put them in a stir fry, you'll never notice the difference. And these are the ones from my original harvest. So, all together, it's a nice little serving. You can put it in a stir fry or steam them. They'll be good. And that's about it for now. I'll just keep chugging away best I can. Talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching. Bye.